What's up with Chelsea? Let's just try to figure out what is going on with this club because I think fans are upset. I think
Todd Bowley liked a Twitter or Instagram post that said Cucurella is not good enough for the club.
Ooh.
It's not good, yo. Todd Bowley needs to stop FC Dallasing, bro.
Todd Bowley is running FC Dallas's Twitter account.
Get off. Get off. Get a burner, will you?
But so this is my initial theory with Chelsea. Chelsea seem to me are having the problem that I thought Nottingham Forest were going to have. Which is like you bring in all these new players. There's no real sign that you're gonna have any chemistry, and Chelsea looks like they have a internal problem.
I don't think it's internal. I think that there's a lot of turmoil with what happened with Abramovich switching to Todd Bowley. Todd Bowley has come in and kind of been a bit insane, but this is very clearly a on the pitch problem.
You think so?
Yeah, you don't think so?
Well, the on the pitch problems. I'll say, losing Ben Chilwell and Reece James to injury was probably the on field issue.
Reece James is a massive loss for them.
Right. Have you seen clips of his Lauren? Right, Lauren James, his sister.
Isn't that who we interviewed?
No. She plays for Everton. The girl that we interviewed was in Everton.
But she's related to a player.
She's cousins with Lingard.
Okay. I knew she was related to somebody.
You wouldn't remember if you interviewed Lauren James of Chelsea Football Club.
I thought maybe she was on loan.
Anyway, that's why I'm here, I guess, to remember if we interviewed Lauren James of Chelsea Football Club.
100% is why you're here.
But she's just been absolutely. There was one run she like ran the entire pitch and scored a goal.
She's incredible.
She's incredible. She's doing great. But Chelsea. Losing those two players, I think that was the kind of like the beginning of this downward slope. But then the thing going on with Hakim Ziyech, because he was supposed to go to PSG,
right? And
he had the problem, which we'll maybe talk about this tomorrow. We didn't even talk about Julian Araujo last week, but which is
we got to talk about that tomorrow.
Yeah, brutal. But he was supposed to go to PSG. He was happy to go connect with his Moroccan homie.
Yeah. They were trying to bring him in.
Hakimi. Yeah. And same paperwork didn't get filed in time. There was some issue. And the dude is furious.
Can we just say, like, yo, FIFA, you're being a little too strict with this.
You think? At some point you have to set a deadline.
I get you get a deadline, but there should be a buffer beyond that deadline. I'm willing to say that within a minute of that, it's like, did you send every club an atomic clock? You know what I'm saying? Like, my phone doesn't say it. You know what I mean? Like, this is wrong. This is wrong. We'll talk about Julian Araujo tomorrow, but 18 seconds? This is not right. You have to, the NYPD gives you a buffer for parking tickets, man. And it's about 5 minutes.
There is look, this is why I'm okay with it. And it's mainly because everybody knows what
you're a rules guy. That's why.
Everybody knows what the deadline is. And there's millions and millions of dollars being moved around and transferred. At some point, it has to stop. It's gonna get way too confusing. It can get overwhelming on certain clubs.
No, I think you gotta have a leniency towards this clock. Not everyone is on the exact same clock. It's not fair. It's just you're holding massive negotiations that teeter on little backs and forths that you just can't have that on these extreme deadlines. Major corporations don't deal on deadlines like this. When I was, for those of you who don't know, when I was in the corporate world, I was a contract negotiator. This was my job, was to get flown around the country to negotiate major deals. And a lot of these major deals hinder on a previous supplier saying, you need to get back to us by blank or else blank. And those are even movable. These are major corporations also dealing with millions and millions and millions of dollars. Stoppages of supplies getting in that could completely change your bottom line, year end. And even they're like, look, this is an intense negotiation. We're going to extend the deadline 3 hours. We're going to extend the deadline 6 hours to see if we can get this done. Our previous supplier is even willing to accept that. How is FIFA like, nope, we hit the bell and it's over?
It's like the stock market. The stock market closes. There's no more trading after the stock market closes. There has to some point where everybody agrees.
That's wrong because it opens the next day. All the stock market.
I understand that.
It doesn't shut for the next 8 months.
It opens in the summer, and it sucks. Look, but it's not on any particular player. These are people's jobs. Their job is to negotiate these transfers. Why can't they just do it in time?
Dude, you need translators. These are in different countries. Phone calls are being had.
Bro.
This is too much. I could understand back in the day when it was a fax or you sent a letter. The letter's got to get here by X date. Sure, you could get kicked out of your house if you don't do that correctly. But now where we're dealing with these things are happening off WhatsApp.
Ben Skolnick said, Chritian, not everyone can hit the send button on the email like you, Turbo Fingers.
yeah. My guy's getting it in before the line.
Look how many transfers I've just completed.
Still only half of what Chelsea did.
Okay. So look, it's
Yusef said Alexis pulling up with the BlackBerry, not taking it. Yo, I was heavy with the BlackBerry. Yo, my side scroll was crazy. Would have made his little Twitter fingers look like nothing.
Bro, did you fix Diddy's BlackBerry?
Yeah,
I did.
No, I would have. You would have needed to fix mine because I was scrolling heavy.
Okay, so overall, look, Chelsea look really, really bad. I mean, there's no real no other way to put it. There is a
Reece James did play against West Ham, by the way.
Did he come back?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, actually, no. We have to talk about this. Speaking of VAR, did you see the handball from West Ham that wasn't called?
No.
It was late in the game. Conor Gallagher
was this? Yeah, he
falling down to the ground. And who was the player?
Souček.
Thomas Souček.
I did see this.
Yes, he. Look. He handled the ball. I don't know any of that. Yes, he's putting his arm down.
He's falling. He's bracing for the fall. This is not as obvious.
Yeah,
you would have expected VAR of a previous era to come in and say we got to stick a little. But the rules changed. Remember last year the rule was if the ball touches below your shoulder, regardless, unless it was completely against the body or against the not in the way of the ball against your body, it was a handball whether you meant for it or not.
Right.
That's changed this year. Now there's a bit more leniency to the rule. They got leniency with that, but not
it's like arm in a natural position is. It was borderline. Made his body just a little bit bigger. Look, do I also think Fabianski, right? Fabianski's the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
I think he saves it regardless.
You got to be able to brace your fall. We can't ask these players to fall face first into the dirt.
I know that.
So that they don't put their hands out.
But it looked bad. I mean, maybe people in the chat can give you your opinion, but it looked. I would have called it if it was me.